So Paul was like, hey, I want to just have you talk for a little bit. I didn't know I could prepare a PowerPoint, so I don't have a PowerPoint. So I took some notes on my phone. I think Paul wanted me to mention or go over kind of what we did to find the success that we found this year. I can tell you what we did, but I'm also kind of thinking that everyone's coming from a different place. I mean, like I've been in real estate for about 12 years now. And she's been in for about almost 3. So we're all coming from kind of different places, different backgrounds. So I'll share what worked the best for me this year that I think anyone can identify with. And then I'll also kind of just open it up for questions. I mean, I have a small list of things that I think, depending on where you are in your career, what might be a good fit or how to get yourself to that next level, right? Because not all of us can just throw money at getting leads and things like that and build teams right away. But I think the first thing, so we, like Paul said, we have a team, and unfortunately the rest of the team couldn't be, thank Kendra for being here, thank you. But the rest of the team couldn't be here to accept this award too, but we didn't do it by ourselves. We have a small group of people to help us out with this. One of the most important things was to aim really high. Like we hit this. I don't want to say that we hit this goal because we failed, but I would say we aimed so high that when we didn't hit our goal, we still won an award, right? So always try to punch above your weight class. You're always capable of more than you think. Don't go in there thinking, oh, I'll just try to get 1 or 2 deals. If you're just getting started out, absolutely, right? But don't be afraid to set some scary goals for yourself, because those are the things that are really going to make you get up, get out, and take the actions that you need to take. The second thing is surround yourself with people who are like-minded. I mean, we all have those people in our lives that maybe question, like, oh, you're getting real estate now? Oh, isn't the market going bad? Or, you know, hey, I tried real estate a couple years back. It didn't work out for me, so good luck with that, right? Look for the people around you. I mean, look at the people who are here right now today, right? They're in the office right now. They're here, they're working, they're wanting to learn. Surround yourself with people that will help elevate you. People who are the same track mind, right? The attitude and the goals of those that you surround yourself with are going to influence your own goals, your own attitude, and your ability to perceive your own success. You have anything to add?
You just gotta go with attitude. I mean, me being in it for almost 3 years, kind of learning from Grant, and husband and wife teams do work. So if you're wondering, they do work. Real estate is all 24/7, by the way. But if you're surrounding yourself with positive people, if you go in there with that open attitude, you can do anything. Whatever he's talking about, the big goals, it's a big, hairy, audacious goal. Set those for yourself, and really, team up.
They should keep you up at night. They should scare you. You should be horrified. You should be afraid to tell anyone what your goal is. That's how awesome your goal should be, right? And it doesn't have to happen overnight. It's not going to happen tomorrow or the day after. Just make sure you're taking steps towards it every day. Remind yourself what your goal is. Keep it in front of you, and make sure you stay focused on it. And don't let anything steer you off track.
I would say one thing though that I did is, if you say it out loud versus writing it down on a piece of paper, if you say it out loud every single day, I don't care. Get your day started with it, and end your night with it. Say it out loud. Say it to your partner. Say it in front of a mirror, but say it, because then it actually makes it more real.
And sorry, the coach in me has to add something to that. Like, a goal is not a goal unless there's a timeline or a deadline. If you say, I just want to be awesome, it has to be measurable. What's awesome mean? You can say, I woke up tomorrow, I'm awesome now. I'm done, right? Well, I want to close 35 units. I want to gross $1 million in GCI, right? What are these goals, and when do you have to do it by? By the end of 2019, by the end of 2020, right? You have to articulate to yourself what these goals actually are so that they're measurable, so you can track them. Break it down. Oh, if I want to hit 1 million GCI, transactions I have to do each month. Break it down. Where are they going to come from? Referral sources, from prospecting, cold calling. Have a plan of attack. That's how you're able to hit the goal, so it's not an accident. Right? So the final 2 concepts that helped us hit our numbers is, 1, leverage. Again, we have a team, so we had people help out with it. We can delegate tasks based on strengths and weaknesses. So I'll touch a little bit more on the whole team thing a little bit later. Also, we bought a ton of leads, right? We're in a position where we're able to throw money at it so that we can get more money back. The whole concept is if you can spend $1 to earn $3 or $5 or even $8, spend more dollars, right? But I know not everyone can do that right off the bat, right? So I did break it down into kind of different categories of where you might be in your career, and we can kind of give some pointers. How much time do we have? I don't know.
I got probably about another 10-15 minutes. Whatever.
Okay, cool. So before I get into what I have planned to say, does anyone have any questions in general about finding success or in your real estate career? Getting started, what's more important?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, just how important has health and fitness played in you staying on track to reach your goals?
Oh, everything. So,
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Discipline and setting goals falls into every category of your life, right? The more you say you're going to do something and you actually take action to do it, the more you prove to yourself that you're capable of doing these things. And in every category, right? If you say, oh, well, I've never been able to lose this weight, and you say, well, I'm just a fat guy, that's just going to be me. I'm a fat guy forever, right? And you kind of enable yourself to like, well, that's who I am. I was always going to reach for that donut. You put a donut, I'm going to do it. That's who I am. That's a limiting belief that we carry around with ourselves, right? It doesn't have to be donuts, it could be whatever. Like I tell my clients, like, I can't dribble a basketball to save my life. That's a limiting belief. I'll forever think that I can't. But if I were to practice every day, if I were to take a basketball with me and dribble for 30 minutes a day for 6 months, do you think I'd be able to dribble decently and be okay? Yeah, right? It's just, forget whatever limiting beliefs you have with you and you carry with you. Take the steps day by day on that hike, right? On that journey. Just focus on that step, improve every single day. You'll be amazed at what you can accomplish. And get rid of those limiting beliefs.
I think, but working out does help our energy level from a day-to-day basis too, so we have to have that
No,
energy.
I think as entrepreneurs, it's crucial.
Yeah. How about this?
They go to goals too.
Yeah.
We don't see each other then. If you neglect your health, you will feel terrible. Real estate will kick you in the butt. You won't have the energy. Your confidence will go down. We have to be mentally and physically fit to deal with whatever life is going to throw at us. And real estate is really one of those things where if you can make it in real estate, you can make it in anything. Like the skills that I've developed as a real estate agent over the last decade, I feel even if tomorrow the real estate business industry goes out, drop me anywhere on this planet, I'm an entrepreneur. I can find a way to make myself successful. So that's one of the cool advantages of being in our industry.
Grant, in the team building stage, was it more important to build your team in the sense of sales, or at what time did you need help with, or did you say, hey, I need help with administration? Because,
That's an excellent segue into what I'm talking about. That's perfect.
Oh, cool.
No, perfect. So if you're just getting started, it doesn't make sense to build a team, right? You have to be able to supply systems, leadership, guidance, leads, all that kind of stuff, right? In the beginning, when I say team, you guys everyone in this room has a team already, right? From our TCs to our escrow to our mortgage to to everyone around that's willing to help a hand. I'm sure all of you have some friends in here. If you are out sick and you need someone to show a property for you, I'm sure someone else here will be like, hey, yeah, I got you, because I'll be sick one day and maybe you can help show me a property for me, right? So if you're a solo agent and you're just getting started, in this particular brokerage, you have more help than you can find in plenty of other places, and I know this, right? Everyone here is extremely hands-on. So if you have lender partners, you have title reps, you have termite people coming in, you have everyone that you need to help you in a transaction and help you look good in front of your clients, you have around you right now. So in that sense, to answer your question, you already kind of have an administrative team here to go. So even if you're by yourself, you can say, yeah, my team will reach out to you. And that's your TC, that's your escrow, that's your lender partner, anyone from Mortgage Heaven, right? So to answer your question, yes, everyone here already technically has an admin team.
Got it.
Any other questions? So if you're just getting started, and you're maybe we'll say 1 to 10 units a year, right? I mean, in SoCal, 10 units is not bad. That's probably 6-figure territory already, right? But we're always looking for more. So if you're 1 to 10 units, the first thing you want to do is you want to get your mindset right, especially if you're in the early stages, you just got licensed, you're trying to figure out what to do. Recognize that you're not a real estate agent, you're a business. You got your license, you are now a business. You have to think like a business person, like a business owner, right? I can't tell you how many times, I mean, if I were to ask how many people here got their real estate license so that they could keep track of their hours, hour by hour, and have someone hold them accountable to what they did every single day, no one would raise their hands, right? We're all free spirits. We're all here, we're all our own bosses, so that we can sit there and do whatever we want because we didn't like to sit in a cubicle, we didn't like that 9-to-5 job, right? The truth is, you are a business now. And that boss that you hated before, that was always harassing you about your hours and how much time you put in, guess what? That's you. You're your own boss, right? The sooner you realize that this is truly a business and the only person that can hold you accountable is yourself, the sooner you'll take the right actions and hold yourself to a higher level of productivity that will get you to your goals. Because now you don't have someone else who's checking your time clock or checking your work. It's all you. Right? So it's the business mindset. The second part of that is you have to be able to invest in your business, right? Like any business owner, there's costs involved with investing in business. Like luckily, we have electricity, thank you, Paul and Robert, right? We have internet, we have signage, we have meeting rooms, we have computers, we have all of this, right? These are things that are put in place for you so you don't have to worry about that. If you start another business, you would probably have to set up shop and incur all these costs yourself. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't be spending more money investing in the business anyway, right? You should be looking for a continuing education. You should be looking for leads. You should be looking for systems, other things that can help you get to the next level. Now, that doesn't mean go out and just start spending money recklessly, especially in the beginning. In the beginning, everything you need to be successful is already in this building. Paul and Robert have made it so that you guys can just plug and play, stick your laptop in. You guys sent out the expired list, which you normally have to, I don't know if you guys know, you have to pay a lot of money for that. They just shared it with you guys. You have every tool.
Station 1.
Yeah.
Station 1.
We have the King of the Hill stuff, we have Capture the Flag stuff, we have all these different stations. All take advantage of every free tool that you have, because with that you can use that to create momentum, get some money, get comfortable, and then reinvest that in yourself and continue to grow your business. And that's how you scale. Like what was said just before me, it's in the beginning when you start a business, there's only two ways to be successful, right? You either throw money at it or you throw blood, sweat, and tears. Sometimes both. Actually, most of the time both, right? But in the very beginning, you gotta pick one or the other. You can come in here licensed yesterday, write a $100,000 check to Zillow, get a ton of leads and start closing deals, and you can probably get a return on it. That's fantastic, right? There's a lot of people who've done that. But for the most of us who don't have $100,000 to start writing checks, you gotta do blood, sweat, and tears. And again, we have all these tools inside the office that have been set up for you for free that you can use. So look for those free activities, like call the expires list. You already have the phone numbers, you already have all these different stations. Do as many open houses as you can. Open houses is the best free way to get business. It costs you nothing but your time. Do open houses on weekdays. You know what's so beautiful about this brokerage that is not present in every other brokerage? They have an open listing system where we're allowed to work each other's deals. And the other brokerages, agents will claim their listing. This is my listing. No one can do anything with it. That's not how it works here. We share our what we have here. So ask them, hey, you have a listing. Can I do an open house for you? Can I do an open house on the weekday for you? Is it vacant? Right? We can use this to leverage these tools to help each other grow and get more business. If some of us are doing well, then all of us are going to be doing well. Okay. You want to add anything to that? So don't rely on one column or pillar to support your business. It's either, I call it spokes on a wheel or pillars for your business, right? Let's just say you're really comfortable on the phone, you're really comfortable door knocking, or you're comfortable on the internet. Let's never depend on just one source, because you can go from feast to famine in a moment. If you get too dependent on internet leads, what if they raise their prices? What if the lead quality goes down? You start cold calling and you're really good at that, but what if they start implementing new laws that have severe penalties for calling people you shouldn't be calling? What if you target a certain area and door knocking, like San Marino won't let you go door to door, right? you want to have at least 3 to 5 pillars of business to help get your business going and help keep you sustained. Don't forget professional networking. Take out attorneys, take out CPAs, take out anyone who can refer you business. Take them out to lunch. Try to build these relationships. Lender partners, title reps. Yeah, do client events. Find other ways of doing business. 1, so you have more to lean on, and 2, you're not dependent on any one source, and 3, also just to break up the monotony. If you're out there, if you're grinding, like Paul's a beast. I don't know how he did how many years of just hitting the phone 3 hours a day. That's like soul sucking, but not everyone can do that. Not everyone can do that, right? So try to diversify. Try to find different ways of growing your business. Let's see. For those people who are looking to expand beyond 10 units, right? If you're sitting there, you made 6 figures, you're feeling pretty comfortable, you're living okay, but you want to grow, the next big thing is to focus on leverage, right? There's only so many things that one person can do by themselves. We all get sick. Some of us have kids. You might want to see their basketball game and go to their play or something like that. I would recommend you're trying to recreate more versions of you, so that you can leverage yourself to close business even when you're not the one necessarily doing it. I actually just remembered one more thing for those who are still getting started. 1 to 10 units a year. The best thing is find a mentor. Find someone. If you're gonna try to climb Mount Everest, you're not gonna show up with a bag full of sweat and be like, all right, where do I start? Where do I go? Find someone who's been to the top. Follow them, right? There's no point in mapping it out for yourself. It's already been done. So find yourself a mentor, find yourself a coach. There's plenty of coaching services out there, or join the team, right? Any one of these 3 things are gonna really help you in the beginning to help you learn the ropes, get you comfortable with what you're doing, to build that confidence, so that when you're out in the field on your own, you can speak more comfortably about your craft. I feel like I did a lot of talking, so I'm gonna open up for questions.
In the purchasing of the leads, when you got started, Grant,
Yes.
how small did we get started? If you were talking to somebody brand new and say, hey, you know what, try with this, start with this. I mean, we all have different budgets, right?
Yeah, so it's funny. I sort of fell into the lead thing. When I first started getting leads, I spent $80 a month, which was not a lot at all. And I wasn't even expecting that many leads. I did it for a different reason. I did it so I could promote my listings better, right? It's kind of it was a program through Zillow where if you purchase their leads, you become a premier agent, you can have your listing show up higher on the thing, whatever. So I did the minimum spend, which was $80. I accidentally started getting leads from that, and I started converting them. And then I realized over time that every dollar I spent, I got $8 back. And so, well, hey, if that's the case, then spend more dollars, right? Then you get more money back. So it doesn't always work like that. Not all leads are created equal. And before anyone here considers spending even a penny on leads, I would say talk to someone first. Talk to someone who works heavily in leads. We're right here. You can just knock on our door if you have to ask us how to approach the lead situation. You got to be comfortable with your scripts. You have to be comfortable with how you approach them, and you have to understand the life cycle. I could talk about leads for like an hour. There's 3 types of leads. There's many different types of leads. They all have different timelines. They're all approached a little bit differently. Some are expensive, some are cheap. You just have to know what you're dealing with and who you're dealing with. Find role play partners, and follow up is everything. If you're not prepared to bombard them out of your comfort zone, then don't even bother. Don't bother. You just throw money away. On average, you have to call them at least 12 times before something happens.
When you purchase a lead, is buyers and sellers leads, or is just one category?
I would be wary of any source that says they have seller leads. If they are legit seller leads, usually they'll be anywhere from $800 plus per piece, right? So most of the time, you'll be getting buyer leads. Yeah.
In the companies that you deal with?
So there's multiple types of leads. I'll break them down to the 3 most basic kinds. There's portal leads, which is like, for example, Zillow and Realtor.com. These people are late in their cycle, as in they're ready to move in the next 90 days. They're calling you about a specific property, and they want you to show them the house. right? The caution here is you don't want to just be a door opener. You need to show value beyond just someone who has a key, right? Then you have Google pay-per-click, and then you have Facebook lead ads, right? The Google pay-per-click is, let's just say a Zillow lead is probably anywhere from $90 to $150 a piece, right? A Google pay-per-click ad will depend, I mean, for Paul, it's probably like nothing now, but normally it would be like 25 bucks, 18 to 25 bucks a piece. They're usually in the 6 to 9 month conversion life cycle. Facebook lead ad is anywhere from $2 to $5, or sometimes even way less depending on how you got it. But they're usually around, right? So if you're gonna get leads expecting them to close soon and affect your bank account right away, you're gonna have to spend more money. You gotta get the portal leads, which is like Zillow and Realtor.com. If you're building business for your future to make sure you have business a year from now, then you would be buying those cheaper leads, but you have to be the one nurturing them so that they don't go to Zillow and Realtor.com in a year and go with someone else.
I would say the hottest though lead that you mentioned before are open houses still, because there are people who took time out of their weekend, out of their precious days off, physically went to a house they knew nothing about, maybe because they followed the site, and they're like really, really ready to go.
So when you get an internet lead, the first thing, all you want to do is get face to face. You want to build a connection. You want to get to know the person so that you're not just a random name and they're just not a random name. But I mean, what happens at an open house? You're face to face. You skip that whole step. You skip that whole process of trying to get a hold of someone and having them hang up on you and all that kind of stuff. So open houses are free. Open houses are fantastic. They're the best.
You can bring your kids, if you have kids, you can bring them too and have them be the icebreaker for anyone who comes in. We've done it, and people, they're like, oh, cute kids, and you're like, yeah. That's why we had no escape. That's not why we had but you can bring them, but you can bring them.
That's cool.
Any other questions?
What does your day look like?
How long do
Do you want us to send it to you? We have it all on our.
Okay, so
Google
one
Docs.
more tip is I said hour by hour accountability, right? You need to map out what you're doing every single day and have a structured schedule. As much as you hate to hear it, that's what's going to help you get your goals. You need to find out what your dollar per hour activities are, which is prospecting and follow up, right? If you're on the phones, if you're door knocking, if you're calling leads, if whatever it is, sending out emails. Well, not sending emails.
Well, I mean, I would say, so we have something, 3 letters, PDS, perfect daily schedule, and it's what he's saying, it's time blocked out by hour or however long it takes you to do each task. But whatever mine looks like, it's all the hard stuff first in the morning. Get that out of the way. If I'm gonna be waiting in the gym to wait for the doors to open at 5 a.m., that's what I'm gonna do, because I don't wanna do that like at 5 a.m.
And I've seen her there.
But do all that stuff in the morning. Prospecting is one of the first things that work generating.
Because no one likes prospecting.
Right,
Get it
unless
out of the
you're
way.
Paul.
No.
But yeah, do all the hard stuff first, and then you just kind of segment. I think a way to get started on to know how to build your day is to start documenting what you are doing in your day already, and then figure out which ones are really generating money for you, or just generate career generating things, and then break it down in your day, and then follow it as much as you can.
I'll check in with you later.
Okay, I can send it
All
to
right,
you.
guys, let's give them a round of applause.